The next movie we're going to be reviewing is the 2001 Mexican classic Pan's Labyrinth by Guillermo del Toro. And this is a great movie. It really is. It tells two stories, actually, two intertwined stories, revolving around a young girl named Ophelia. She has been taken into the remote Spanish countryside during the Spanish Civil War by her mother, who was heavily pregnant and nearing the end of a difficult pregnancy, and her mother's fiance, the sadistic Captain Vidal, who is intending to root out his enemies by any means necessary. She's one unhappy little girl for very good reasons. Her mother doesn't pay attention to her, and and Vidal is a psychopath. But one night, a mysterious creature called a faun visits her and tells her that she is in fact the princess of the underworld. In order to reclaim her throne, she has to complete 3 tasks, and which she'll tell her about when the time comes. And they are challenging, they are dangerous, and meanwhile, Captain Vidal is closing in on his enemies and will betide anyone, including Ophelia, who gets in his way. This is a great movie because everything is just about top notch. The acting is exceptional, but including young Ivana Caro, who plays Ophelia. She's a natural actress and very talented and completely comfortable on the screen by the unbelievable Sergio Lopez, who is truly frightening as the monstrous Captain Vidal, and by Maribel Verdú, who plays Mercedes, the traitorous nanny. She's very, very good, and this is a great movie. And one person who doesn't get enough credit, who has appeared in most, if not all, of Guillermo del Toro's films, is Doug Jones, who plays the faun. He never gets any credit for all the hard work he does, appearing in these bizarre costumes. And in this movie, he couldn't hear or see the actress he was playing off against, and he had to recite his lines in archaic Spanish, which he didn't naturally speak, and he was able to do it perfectly and create a living, breathing character who has just a monstrous appearance. And it's a great movie because both these storylines are compelling. Usually in these dual storyline movies, the one that's the most visually pleasing is the one everyone remembers. It's the most interesting. That's not the case here. They're both on equal playing fields, and it's a great movie.
When this movie, after I saw this movie and I was trying to recommend it to people that I knew who wouldn't usually go and see a foreign language film, or just watch one even outside of the theater, if you try to explain it, it's hard to explain or whatever. So I think what I came up with back at the time was it's like an Alice in Wonderland for adults.
Yes, and it is for adults.
Yes.
It is very violent. It is very scary.
Yes.
The R rating is well deserved. This movie is unequivocally not for children. There is one, there's a torture scene that is just almost unbearable to watch because it's so violent. And there's an amputation scene that is equally as distressing to watch. And so, again, it's a great movie. Just do not let the kids see it. It is that violent.
Yeah. And, whenever you have something, this is like I describe like a fairy tale. Whenever you have something like that, they automatically have to stack up against what we always consider to be like the classics, the all times. And so often they're compared to that and they fall short to where it's like they're riffing on those.
Right.
But this to me felt like such an original,
right?
Like a modern day fairy tale classic. that I absolutely loved it. And Guillermo del Toro, much like like Tim Burton, visually, visually, he does them so well. So even in
no one has the imagination that he does.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, maybe George Lucas, but that's more sci-fi than fantasy.
Yeah.
But
everything from so when you have scenes where you have like these horror elements and these creatures, obviously those stand out, but also just the way the shots that he sets up just when you have your human actors on the screen. It's just it's always visually striking to where it makes it worth watching. Even his films that are not successes like a Crimson Peak, it's still visually visually appealing. And I mean but Pan's Labyrinth is the highlight. I don't I hope he tops it. And I haven't seen Shape of Water yet, but but to me it's a perfect film, and it's a perfect representation of what he can do with great material. Because like Hellboy, which I did enjoy those films, they were good. They were good films, but I felt like had Guillermo del Toro not directed them, they would not have been anywhere near as interesting, because of the visuals that he brought to them. It's a great film, Pan's Labyrinth, and it's a 4 stars for me.
It's a 3.5 out of 4 for me, because there's like a few little problems here and there, but mostly insignificant. Can't give it a 4 out of 4, but I highly enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend it to all adults, and I cannot stress this enough. This is a movie that is not okay for children.
Yeah.
You'll have kids suffering from extreme nightmares and spending money on therapy, and just you don't want to do that.
Yeah. It's not your fantasies of the '80s like Labyrinth.
No, this is not Disney.
Yeah, where you could it's a little bit too much for kids. No, this is not for children at all.
Yeah, this is
hard
for adults. This is a hard R rating.
Yes.
But you mentioned that he has a lot of these influences from fairy tales and the Bible and all this stuff. He just like creates this sort of like mishmash of like influences where he just draws on so many sources in his imagination. And actually, this film nearly didn't get made because he accidentally left all of his notebooks outlining all of his ideas and the creature designs in the back of a taxi cab. And fortunately, the cabbie recognized how important this was and returned it to him. So now we have this movie.
Okay, I had not heard that story, but
yeah.
Thank you to that cabbie if you're watching.
Yes, thank you very much.
Alright, well, it was fun.
Yeah. Got time for one more? If we can think of one to watch, or one to review.
Yeah, I got time for one more.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Review the guest. How about comedy?
Yeah, we haven't done a comedy at all.
Did you see A Bad Mom's Christmas?
No. I've not seen any of the Bad Moms movies.
Okay. Let's review a bad movie.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. How about the original God's Not Dead? Because I can still talk.
No, because we disagree.
Yeah, well, that makes for great drama. Okay, fine. I
didn't like it so much that I've seen it other than the first time, so I would need to. I would need to be able to better. It's not a comedy either.
Yeah.
It's a bad comedy.
What about Will Ferrell's latest movie, The House?
I have not seen that one yet.
Here, let me look at my bottom 10 list movies of the year.
Yeah. Name your bottom 10. Let's kind of.
Rough Night, The House, Unforgettable, The Duelist, Fist Fight, The Little Hours, War on Everyone. We already did that.
The Little Hours, I heard good things about that, but I haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to. Sorry, you go through your list again?
Logan Lucky, Sleepless, Rough Night, The House, Unforgettable, The Duelist, The Great Wall, Fist Fight, The Little Hours, War on Everyone, Annabelle Creation, and Split.
Okay. How about, do you want to do Logan Lucky?
No, because that movie was so forgettable that I don't really remember any of it.
Okay. Actually, that would be one we disagreed on. I really enjoyed it. Not like a top, not it would be my top 10, but I thought it was.
What about Fist Fight? Did you see that?
I did not. Funny is, I bought it for my brother because he's a big fan of
Charlie Day.
Charlie Day, yeah. I bought it for him for Christmas, but I haven't seen it.
I can't think of any here. What about The Apostle? Oh, wait, no, we did Father Figures. What about The Apostle with Robert Duvall? Did you see that?
Yeah, well, I mean, a long time ago. The Emoji Movie?
No, I didn't see that, actually.
Daddy's Home 2?
No, did not see that. What about Fugitive? Have you seen Beasts of No Nation?
Or wait, did I? It's a Netflix original, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
You should. We need to review that. Did you see Just Getting Started?
No, I knew that was a bad one. I was going to, but I couldn't fit it in. I knew like why you were telling me that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had seen Snatch because I know that was garbage.
What about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Oh, are you wanting to do a good one or a bad one?
Yeah.
Because I quite like that film.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, I know. If you want to do a bad comedy.
What?
Chips.
Haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, good for you. Congratulations.
Let's see. How about we just do when we've both seen like Tommy Boy or The Silence of the Lambs.
I like the idea of doing a comedy. I mean,
yeah. I'm trying to find one. Want to do Requiem for a Dream?
Not a comedy.
Yeah, I know, but my God, I haven't reviewed a comedy in forever. Jesus.
It's in such a sad state.
Yeah, I know, right?
Such a sad state.
Captain Underpants, the first epic movie.
Okay, yeah. You do that.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.